Hello, this is Ali. In this short video, I'm going to show you how to set up and manage your Python environment when you're just getting started with data science. This is actually a good solution, and it's not only for beginners, but there are different ways to do that. This is one of the simplest ways. So let's get started. Okay, what problem are we trying to solve or avoid? The problem is people who are new in data science or software development, they usually tend to install everything in their home directory. And that is the problem because in this case, for example, we have project A, B, and C, and all these projects are using the same Python and the same libraries installed in the root directory. So what if one of those projects needs a different version of Python or different version of one of the libraries? How can we solve that problem? It's quite easy actually. In this presentation, I show you how not to set up your environment like this, like what we just observed, and two golden principles behind clean setup. And then I show you how to use PyEnv and VNv. PyEnv, Py comes from Python, and NV is environment. VNv, V comes from virtual, and ENV from environment. So both of them are related to environment. I'll explain later. This is how not to set up your environment. If you install everything in your root directory, you end up with a messy situation. If you type pip list and it shows you a long list of different libraries, you are in a messy situation and you need to solve that problem. What we want to achieve, there are two golden principles behind clean setups. One is controlling your Python version. You need to have different Python version. You need to be able to have different Python versions on your computer. And you need to leave your system Python intact. You don't need to touch it. You should not touch it. The second golden principle is isolating your project inside a bubble. We call that bubble a virtual environment. Think of it as a safe place to go inside and do your work and then come out. Imagine you have 4 projects, project A, B, C, and D. Each of those projects have their own Python. One is Python 3.12, the other one 13, the other one 10, and those projects have their own environment, virtual environment, and inside those virtual environment, they have their own libraries, Python libraries. To do that, you need 2 simple tools. The first one is PyEnv, Py environment, Python environment. It's a tool or software that helps you install and switch between multiple Python versions on your computer. To install it on a Mac computer, you first need to install Homebrew. It's quite easy. Just go to brew.sh and then install it. It's just clear instruction how to install it on your computer. And then go to github.com pyenv, and then read the README file. There is instruction for installing software on Mac and Windows. For Windows, there is a specific instruction because you need to use another version of this software, PyEnv. So there is a clear instruction. And then for VNv, which is virtual environment, it's a built-in Python module. You can just use it. Okay, here, this is my command line. If it's different because I'm using an interface, and I put the link in description, it's quite handy and useful to use. So I'm in my home directory. That tilde shows I'm on a Mac computer and I'm in home directory. Let's check my Python version. Python, my system Python version. My system Python version is 3.12.8. Now let's make a new directory. Okay, now I cd to this directory, and then I'm gonna check Python version here. Typo. Python version here is 3.12, the same Python version I have in my root or home directory. So I have installed pynv based on the instruction in the GitHub repo, and the version is 2.6.4. So here I want to check what Python versions do I have already installed in my system. To do that, you can just run pynv help, and it shows you some instructions, some commands you usually need to use to do your work. And the one I'm looking for is this one, versions. I type pynv versions, and these are the versions I'm using. Actually, I've installed. It's quite easy to install a new version. Just go to pynv install list, and it sorry, I forgot to, yeah, and it shows you a long list of different Python versions and different Python distributions. What you need is here, and to install you just need to simply say write pynv install and that version. When you enter, it is starts downloading and installing for you. It takes a couple of minutes and you're good to go. But I'm gonna use one of the versions I already installed, and I'm gonna use 3.915 for this specific project. So the command is local, pynv local, and then the version you have already installed. You need to install the version before doing this. Okay, now let me check my Python version, and it's 3.9. Let me come up one level, cd2 home, and then check Python version here. It's 3.12. So when I go back to my project, Python version is 3.9. I can switch to 3.11 just by saying pynv local 3.11.13. okay, and then Python version is 3.11.13. So I have a new Python version in my from this project. So I told you about a bubble inside, to put my project inside that bubble. Now I have done the first step, which is taking control of Python version. Now I want to have a virtual environment. It's quite easy. Python venv. The first one, VNV, virtual environment, is the command. The second one is the name of the virtual environment you want to create. So you can start by dot to make it a hidden file, or you can just have any sort of name you want. I go with the same thing. It takes a couple of seconds, and then when I ls, I can see my virtual environment there. Now I have both components, Python with a specific version and a virtual environment. Now I need to go inside that bubble. To do that, I write source, name of the environment, bin, and activate. I'm inside, and as you can see, this little VNV shows that I'm inside that environment, I'm inside that bubble. And if I ask again PyTorch version, it's 3.11.13, and I can install whatever I need here. I want to go for a maybe an older pandas library to install, and I just want to install this one, 3.2.3, and it's done. It shows me that there is a new pip version. I don't need it. If I take a list, it shows me the Python, and these are dependencies. So I have a specific pandas version, library version on inside this bubble. I have my specific Python version, and this project, this environment is completely isolated. To deactivate this project, this environment, you just type deactivate, and it's done. You're out. Now you can start building different virtual environment for your different projects on your computer. So you don't need to have a messy root directory. Just have clean and tidy environments for each project. Thank you very much.